GPT Image 2 Storyboards plus Seedance 2 is a powerhouse for consistency and creating every camera movement. Same character, same world, across multiple scenes. This mini AI film was made by combining GPT Image 2 and Seedance 2 through Anthropic's Claude. Normally, creating this film means juggling between multiple tools, re-uploading character sheets into every shot, and stitching the scenes together. But not anymore. You can now connect Claude directly to Higgsfield and run the whole thing, storyboard, character references, and Seedance video without ever leaving the Claude. And this changes everything. Let me show you how. So I wanted to see what happens when GPT Image 2 and Seedance 2 are combined into one workflow through Higgsfield MCP inside Claude, instead of used separately. Normally, these workflows are fragmented. You generate an image in one place and move it elsewhere, rewrite prompts, then animate it in another tool. The Higgsfield MCP is interesting because it turns multiple tools into a connected workflow inside Claude. First, let me show you how to connect Higgsfield MCP to Claude. We are clicking on our name on Claude's main page and then clicking on Settings. After that, click on Connectors. Here, as you can see, Higgsfield is already connected and configured for my account. If you are doing this from scratch, all you need to do is clicking on Add Custom Connector. For the name section, simply write Higgsfield, and for URL, simply copy and paste this URL where you can find under MCP page on Higgsfield. Paste this URL directly to your Claude and click on Add. After that, Claude will ask some permissions from you. Simply allow them for being able to generate images, display images, create videos, and once you allow them, then you are ready to use Higgsfield inside Claude directly. Then everything starts with the one large system prompt. I will deep dive into the system prompt and how to trigger Higgsfield MCP directly inside Claude, but first I will show you the core workflow. In this example, I gave Claude one simple story idea. It was about a character, a lonely female warrior, late 20s, and then she's finding a gemstone in the forest, which then turns into a dragon. In the end, she flies with the dragon together. Everything starts with this simple idea. After that, Higgsfield triggers GPT Image 2 as the first step to generate 3x3 storyboard grid. Normally, this means opening Higgsfield manually and copying prompts or downloading files, but here we don't need to do that. GPT Image 2 handles the visual foundation. A 3x3 of 9 panels locks in your narrative and your visual DNA. Feeding this GPT Image 2 storyboard directly to Seedance 2 would be enough to generate a really consistent looking video, but I actually took this into the next step. Using this cinematic grid, I also generated a character sheet. The character sheet creates 8 angles of your hero, full body and face details. In the next step, which is gonna be Seedance video, this step will be extremely helpful for us to boost our character's consistency. And in the next step, basically, I'm triggering Seedance 2. As you can see here, it uses both storyboard grid and the character sheet as image references, and then generates this final video. Let's take a look at the video. As you can see, everything is generated inside Claude using Higgsfield connection. I didn't leave the tool at all. My references are handled perfectly fine, and video turned out to be very consistent. You'll realize that each step's output feeds to the next one. Storyboard, character sheet, video. And of course you can change the order. You can start with a character sheet first, then create a 3x3 grid with your character, including some production notes regarding character's position, the yoga pose, and the camera work like ground level orbit, push in, high side dolly in, and then these materials in the end will trigger Seedance 2, and this will turn out to be a fantastic video following my grid and following my character consistently. Everything happens inside Claude. GPT Image 2 plus Seedance 2 is the best AI filmmaking combo right now. You can generate videos directly from storyboard shots, and then Grid acts as an overall visual reference for my storyline, letting me make changes before committing to full video. I treat this like a visual production graph, one structured image that serves as a compressed production brief. A cinematic grid weighs 1,000 times more than prompt text. Model reads the image perfectly because Seedance 2 works like a visual intelligence engine. It takes the character, the world, and shot sequence directly from grid. It shows how story flows to the Seedance 2, so final results are much more accurate. So you will realize that once a step is completed, I always say continue. So this is basically my way of saying, okay, I'm happy with the grid, you can continue to the next step. So Claude would be relying on your approval of every step. Of course, you can change that and you may ask model to generate everything in parallel, but I would not recommend that. And here's a good example. I want you to continue a close combat scene in a battlefield from where you left. So I'm simply telling model, I like where you brought the story to the battlefield. Just continue the story from here. I'm giving literally creative direction. And Claude does everything together with Higgsfield. It generates this cinematic grid for me. If I'm happy with the grid, then it will simply create the video. It will just continue the storyline with the new grid that I don't need to generate anything new here. Then I took a screenshot of this video, the last frame, and I simply say, run the flow again, here's some notes. In the end of my video, my character will have 101 with this attached final boss knight, and create a continuous fight scene with this character. Then Claude will simply create a character sheet for the final boss, and it will continue to the next step of creating a continuous shot scene where you can see the shot frame by frame, and then it will simply continue into the video step. And here in the video you can see the final fight, which is again generated inside Claude, and all I need to do is simply downloading these individual pieces of clips and stitching them together. And as you can see, Claude is basically the central brain of this whole creative activity. It will pass the previous chapter's character sheet as a reference to the new storyboard. It keeps my original character reference that it generated in the beginning of the conversation, and it just passes this character sheet as a reference to the new generations. So it keeps the hero consistent across multiple chapters. And here, I did 4 chapters with the same character without losing consistency. Before we continue, please like and hype the video to support the channel, and consider subscribing to CyberJungle. Of course, it's possible to create more complex stories using multi-character scenes. In this example, I started with a character sheet creation. I have basically 2 different characters. This is character 1 and this would be character 2, and this is gonna be a fight scene. Additionally, I have also a very consistent looking dojo location. I will create basically a cinematic grid, and here I want annotations too. I want annotations for characters' actions, for their specific fighting styles and camera work. And then it created this cinematic grid where you can see 2 characters are fighting in a dojo. I like this, but there was an issue that both characters' outfits were kinda in the same dark color, and instead I wanted to differentiate them. I'm simply telling to Claude that, hey, can you change outfit of this character to more of a dark yellow? And then update the grid based on direction. Claude updates my character's outfit to dark yellow. And once I was happy with my grid, I asked model to continue to the Seedance step, and it created this video for me. As you can see, passing my character sheet and passing my cinematic grid. In the next example, I created a contemporary dance flow using the cinematic grid. So here I started with a reference image and I asked model to create a character sheet and then bring it into a grid. So Claude created a character sheet for my character as the first step, a young female contemporary dancer. By the way, if you click here, you can actually see the full prompt. As you can see, it is extremely detailed. Then it continued to create this nice industrial dance studio location as a reference point, and then it attached to create this 3x3 cinematic grid with some production notes in it, and my character is dancing in a contemporary style. And as you can see, if you click on the Seedance prompt, you can see that it is again very detailed, with every single frame is basically perfectly arranged by the Claude. And let's see the video here. As you can see, my character, and it's a contemporary style, very emotional and slower dancing pace, but it looks really good and studio, and my character is also highly consistent. After that, I decided to change the style into hip-hop. Then Claude created this grid where my character is switched to more of a hip-hop style dance. Of course, much faster and more energy here. And here's the generated output. As you can see, same character, this time the dancing style changed into hip-hop instead of contemporary emotional dance. The camera is highly energetic and highly active, and it's very, very dynamic. I generated another clip as well, and this time I told model to increase the speed for both the character and camera, and then character's speed basically increased and camera became much more dynamic simply by just talking to the model. You can also create influencer type of, like vlog type of videos using this workflow. So I'm in the same conversation again. I'm saying models, start the workflow for a new idea. And I have this idea of an influencer type of woman simply visiting Hawaii, captured by a smartphone, and she's basically enjoying a bunch of drinks and enjoying the location. Then Claude says, okay, then first thing first, I'm gonna create the character sheet for this job. It creates this character. I like it. It looks very natural and very realistic looking character. Then it simply jumps into the second and third step. And here it creates this grid. It looks quite like a Pinterest-like. I kind of like it, that it looks cinematic. And then it jumps into the video step. Now, it generated the video. I liked the video's vibe. It was really nice, but here the two shots were repeating inside itself. As you can see, the in-car shot was repeated 2 times. So I was like, okay, I mean, it's nice, but can you actually generate another grid where she has minimum like 1 mirror selfie, more of her face is visible, and more food and tropical drinks? And then Claude generated this image for me. It included more drinks, more food, and more of her face. And 1 mirror selfie is also there. So I like the result here, and I simply say continue. Then it automatically attaches new grid and the character sheet directly inside Seedance, and it generates this video for me. Now, I really like this video. The vibe is really nice. It looks like a vlog, and if you can combine the first video and second video, you may have a nice 30 seconds clip where it feels like literally this person is enjoying Hawaii, and it looks highly realistic. The next idea, I want an influencer talking about her positive experience about a matcha drink brand. I didn't specify brand, I want model to generate it for me. This should be a premium, nice bottle design with consistent brand and iPhone recording feeling. So it takes my idea and starts generating the character reference. So here's my character reference. It looks like an influencer type of person. I'm happy with this result, but as you can realize, I could just ask to make some changes. It's not a problem, but I'm happy with this result, and it created this matcha brand for me with a premium brand, with a premium bottle. It's called Mori Matcha. I'm looking at the result, except this last one. Overall, it looks very good. So I ask model to continue, and I remind model, don't forget, I want this to be like a vlog, like an iPhone recording realism. I want influencer realism here. So I'm really emphasizing it. And based on this direction, it creates this storyboard grid for me, where my character is talking about Mori Matcha product. She's just trying it, experimenting with it. I have a bunch of production notes attached underneath every frame, and Seedance 2 will follow these frames one by one. And here is the generated video.
Okay guys, I found it. My new morning non-negotiable. Just look at that color. Oh my god, best. Cold brewed organic uji. I literally keep one in my bag. Run, don't walk.
It is really amazing. I mean, when you think about it, you can also simply script what she's saying. It's completely up to you. And in this last example, I wanted to try something new, like a horror genre. So I asked model to run the automated workflow for another storyline. There's gonna be a character is entering to this old house, and then he's seeing basically a figure there. And it created this grid for me. It's a cinematic grid and it shows step by step what's happening. After that, when I feed that into Seedance 2, it generated this horror footage. Okay, now let's a little bit talk about the system prompt, because this is where the real magic is, right? When you copy and paste the system prompt to Claude, basically this will create the whole automatization, and this will allow you to generate AI films in an automated way. I'm starting my system prompt with a simple sentence. I want to use Higgsfield MCP workflow that combines GPT Image 2 and Seedance 2. Please complete this as a chained workflow. And this means every new step should start after previous step is completed, because later steps will be using outputs from previous steps. By the way, you can find this prompt in the description down below. Our first step is creating a storyboard grid. It's going to be 3x3, and in the step 1, use GPT Image 2. This sentence includes production notes for characters, actions, and camera work. And this will really help Seedance 2 a lot in terms of generating final video based on these production notes. I have a bunch of style keywords here like cinematic, photorealistic, lifelike, live action. These will ensure that I won't have any kind of like 3D anime looking footage, but instead it will look highly photorealistic. After that, I have the storyline or visual DNA. You can add your main story idea here. Then in the next step, I'm saying, based on the generated grid, create a character sheet for main character of the story based on following prompt. And this is my prompt for creating fantastic character sheets, 8 different camera angles, full body and close-up. And this would mark the end of step 2. Of course, as optional step here, you can create a location sheet as well if you want to keep the location extremely consistent. Then in step 3 is our most important step. It's the Seedance 2 step, where we are using this provided cinematic storyboard grid from the first step as main visual and motion reference. And then we are using character sheet as well to boost the character consistency. We are creating a 15-second cinematic sequence. Read the storyboard panels as sequential shots. This is very important. And follow the panels order, the camera logic and motion and framing. We have few important notes here. If there are, of course, more than one character in your storyline, that it should be flexible enough to generate multiple character sheets. And then we may actually just ask model to continue to the same storyline, but with the new events happening for the same character, for the same universe. And in this case, of course, it doesn't need to create new character sheets for every little new action. Hopefully, this video was truly helpful for you. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe for more in-depth tutorials. If you want to learn more about future of AI storytelling, click here.